it's time to talk about what decks I'm going to use in October. I'm very excited. I'm not like thrilled about. Okay, we're gonna start with the oracles. Because I'm not the lack of like gothic spooky decks that I like, oracles that I have, is kind of a shame. So if you have suggestions, I'd love to hear it. Obviously, Seasons of the Witch Yule is coming out to play here. For those of you who have like not somehow seen this deck, here, let's move some things out of the way. But yeah, this obviously comes out every October since I've had this deck. So, you know, here we are. Oh boy. Now, I actually... Okay. So I'm actually really glad that I have a notebook where I keep track of like what decks I've pulled out in a given month. Like it's like the year, and then it has like Oracle and Tarot for the entire month. So for what I was looking at October, I noticed that I pulled this out at least twice before, and I was like, you know what, that tracks. And this is the Seed and Cycle Oracle. Because yeah, it's botanicals, but like there's something about like the coloring, in my view, that just screams fall. These are the backs, which aren't really fall, but there's something about the coloring of this deck to me that just feels a little bit more fall than some of my other like plant decks. So it makes sense that I would gravitate for this, just like the darker half of the year. And yeah, so I figured to pull this out. Then I pulled, we're gonna use Witch Woman Total Control for Herself, because I think the coloring of this deck goes well with some of the other, the tarot, like the darker tarots that I'm going to be using. I do have the Kickstarter version, which I honestly don't remember. There might be like an extra card or two from like the mass market, but I don't know. But yeah, I think the darker color palette for this deck will lend itself to the tarot decks that I pulled out for this month. So, you know, we shall see if this pairs any. I mean, it'll probably like look nice. I'm just not sure how well it's gonna play with some of the decks that I pulled. So originally I was thinking that I was gonna use the Cryptic Tarot, because I use the Cryptic Tarot every year. But I couldn't. I've misplaced my copy of the Cryptic Tarot. It may be in one of two spots, either not put away or I moved it. But I don't think that I moved it, so I think I just misplaced it. But while I was looking for it, I realized that the Cthulhu's Vault was just like sitting there. And this was like my first ever tarot that I ever bought. And I don't read with a lot. And it has the spooky vibes. So I figured, you know what, we'll make myself work with it. And we will just put the Cryptic Tarot away for this year. Because I think I probably have used it. I either used it a bunch last year, and so I'm misremembering that I used it a bunch this year, or I've also pulled it out before this year. But I'm thinking that I used just a lot last year, now that I'm like really thinking about it. But yeah, so I figure this year we will just set the Cryptic Tarot aside, and we will just, why some of these are upside down, I have no idea, because I don't read reversals, like ever. But yeah, this deck is just all kinds of crazy, and I, you know, now that I have a better understanding of tarot, will be interesting to actually really read with this. Because this is not a beginner friendly deck. I'm not gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like the guidebook's actually really good for like your basic meanings and stuff, but like trying to like the art, it does not help for like context clues if you're trying to like learn the meanings based off of the imagery. Another one of my favorites. We are playing out the Horror Tarot. Dawn describes this as her Castlevania deck, and I could not agree more. I love this deck. Yeah, the titles are really small. Like you cannot read that even in my like phone screen, but yeah, I love this deck so much. The artist for this is also the artist for I think it's the Darkwood But this is my deck from her. Like, I've looked at the Darkwood, but I don't think that I could have both in my collection. One of my favorite Three of Pentacles. Nope, sorry, Five Pentacles. I don't know why I miscounted. But yeah, I love this deck so much. And it makes me so excited. Just looking at it, like, I'm just like, ooh, it's finally Halloween. And now, for a deck that I've had for most of the year, and I have been saving it. I have not allowed myself to work with it at all this year, because I was waiting for it to be October, and that is the Bohemian Gothic. I have the most recent pressing, like the most recent edition, the backs. Like I said, I have literally been holding off on this so that I could use it in October. It's a little more playful, a little more silly, but like also like as someone who loves just like the Gothic vibes, this deck makes me really happy. And I can't wait to like use this month. I have no idea, because I just grabbed the decks right now when I'm doing this. I have no idea what I'm even contemplating pairing anything with. I'm a little tempted to pull this with possibly like Witch might be good, but we'll see. I haven't done it in a while, and I might do it this month. I normally do like a giant big like month ahead spread where I pull one Oracle card and then one tarot for each. It also helps me get a good idea of like what I might want to pair with. I just dropped a whole bunch of cards, and we're gonna just ignore that happened. But yeah, so we'll see what I do with that. Because like I said, I have no idea what I might pair with. I also might just pair this with Seed and Sickle. Or actually what's probably gonna happen is I'm gonna prioritize, this is like week 1, so that I can use this twice in the month. So I might pair it with 2 oracles. Normally, which means that Seasons of the Witch will be like week 2. So this will probably be what I pair. So I'll probably definitely pair it with Seasons of the Witch for the 4th week of October. So I will either then pair it with Witch or Seasons of Sickle as the 1st week. But again, we'll do like a full month ahead spread and then figure out what I think works well, just aesthetically or, you know, vibes. We'll see. I haven't decided yet. But yeah, those are the 6 decks. I have some other like Halloween Gothic tarots. Like I said, Crypto Tarot is a big one that I normally pull up this time of year. I have the Anne Stokes Tarot. I've talked about that recently, kind of recently on this channel, about how like me and that I just do not get along. It's a pip deck, but also like, I don't know, I think I just need to get rid of that deck, if I'm being honest. But I've been saying that for years and I still have it, so I don't know. But here we are.